Hi Cancer, and welcome to the Mother Tressa channel. If you've already been, welcome back. If you are new in, welcome. We are here to embrace you with open arms. All that we ask is that you come as you are and that you leave better than you came. Okay, so come into this space being the most authentic version of yourself, right? Wherever you may be, positive, negative, neutral, just be you. Let's get into it, Cancer. Let's get into it, shall we? I had a feeling it was your card. The moon. The moon popped out. New phase. New phase. The cruise that hounds you guys is the death card. New phase. New moon is coming up. I believe it's on the 27th. Double check that date though. Don't hold me to it because I can't remember. But new moon is coming up. So that means you get to release. Can you release? Can you let go? Cancers are known for holding grudges. Can you release so that you can get all that you really have earned for all the work that you have put in here? Right? What's real about the situation? You have the Eight of Swords. What's wrong about the situation? You have the Ten of Wands. Again, y'all are good for holding on to things. Y'all can recall some shit somebody did 10 years ago and recall it in exact detail. You know what I'm saying? You don't skip a beat when you tell that story. You know what I mean? But you need that space for something else. You need your memory for something else. You need to consolidate new memories is what I'm hearing here. Which is hard to do as far as rewiring the brain, which comes through with the eights, you know, that's Scorpio's house, which again is all about transformation. So plasticity in terms of memory and creating new events and being able to make new just connections all together, abstract and or otherwise concrete, you know. I feel like concrete and abstract are the same. Anyway, neither here nor there. It can be hard because we tend to easily recall the things that upset us the most, right? The things that trigger us the most and cause us to have those parasympathetic and or sympathetic responses to things and people in our environment, okay? That fight or flight response. But enough of retracting in your shell, enough of repressing, enough of the victim blaming as well, trying to put everything on somebody else and not taking any accountability for the role that you have played as well, right? That's not very Empress-like. The Empress can be vindictive though once hurt. So if you guys are currently trying to heal from certain situations, I definitely feel like you guys need to do it in isolation. Because the tongue is sharp, okay? Whoever happens to come across you can get it, but they don't deserve it. So be careful who you lash out at, right? You shouldn't be hurting the innocent here. Some of you guys, there are going to be some issues coming up with your body. The moon is all about, well, cancers are all about, I believe, the genital area. Like the midsection, you know what I mean? So check that out this month. Make sure that you go to your gynecologist. Somebody's needing to do that for sure for various reasons. Sorry guys, if I shifted, I had to let my dog in. He was itching to come in. So some of you guys really might have an itch. Go to the gynecologist. Some of you guys are having issues with fertility. Some of you guys just need to go get your mammograms done here, or check on your throat. Now, going back to that sharpness of the tongue, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me, is a farce, because there are some people that are very sensitive to things that people tell them, like they take it to heart, you know what I mean? And so you need to work on your throat chakra and the way that you verbalize things that upset you, okay? And also come from a non-assuming place, like making sure that you're asking and not demanding with this Wands energy. I feel like for some of you guys, because you emotionally, on an emotional level, you're really good at absorbing and channeling a lot of the things that you feel, right? The intensity of things that you feel that are true to your feelings, but also like the emotions of other people. And so unconsciously, I feel like you guys expect then in a physical space that other people can handle a lot. Like you put a lot onto other people's plates, you know what I mean? And you overburden them with things. Some of you guys are really good with consoling yourself, like with consolation, especially when things hurt you. Other people may not be like that. But again, if you've been holding on to grudges, you need, again, that space. Storage is full here. Something's going to have to get thrown away. Some of you guys, if you're in a relationship and you're refusing to see the truth, right? You're refusing to accept the reality of the situation and where you have found yourself and all the trouble that you've been going through in this partnership because this person has had another woman. You're not going to be able to continue to ignore it because for some people, this other woman is pregnant. You know what I mean? So baby out of wedlock or just the mistress, you know, a break baby. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody may have had a break baby. But yeah, the damage is done. And this person knows this, but they haven't yet confronted you with it. But I feel like that news, somebody's coming in as like the bearer of bad news, Cancer. Sorry if it is me. I can't even begin to fathom, right? But somebody's coming in with the bearer of bad news to let you know they have definitely wrecked your home here, but you're going to have to show some restraint, some constraint. You know, don't go and try to bust the windows out of anybody's car. Don't try to go and harass with this energy this other person or get into their head, sending them like threatening messages here. Because I definitely feel like this person that's involved is a little bit more passive, you know what I'm saying? So you can come off as a bully. But again, don't do anything that you will later come to regret, because this person may file like a restraining order against you, or you may have to go to court. Just legally, some things can come against you if you decide to act in a very vindictive way or act in a very possessive way. Everybody has a breaking point. Somebody's reached it though. But I just challenge you to handle this pain. And again, find other ways to console yourself and channel it into something that can really be of benefit to you with the coin's energy that's here. Turn your pain into your power as far as what you can do creatively. Okay? How you can make this a teachable moment with the Empress and the Queen of Coins for other people so that they don't have to fall into the same mistakes that you have. You can help heal the hearts of other people that have also gone through this. You come off as more relatable at this time. Other people are just wanting to hear your stories. Other people may want to know how you have grown up. So for some of you guys, you're coming out of your shell, or you are taking in those that have lost, right? Like orphans, like taking in or hosting or sponsoring somebody from another country here, somebody that never had a home. And right, I mean, I'm not surprised if a Cancer, somebody with really strong Cancer placements is doing something like that. Like taking in somebody that doesn't have a family, that may have lost their family. You may have been put down as, what do they call those? Not a grandparent, godparent. So taking in that type of kid, or again, just adopting somebody here with this energy that again doesn't have a family. And you guys are very warm and nurturing enough to do it. You know what I mean? This person's going to, or can come to find themselves feeling right at home with you. There's going to be some adjustments that need to be made. This person, of course, is going to grow up and have some anger within them, because like, why? I mean, like, say their parents died in a car crash. That's not something that you can control. You know what I mean? They didn't willfully give you up. Maybe there's the anger then for the person that may have caused the accident to happen. Sure. But if it's something more so like the parents had like a drug problem, or they just weren't involved, or they just didn't have the money, the finances, or the stability, you know what I mean? Or maybe they just were negligent altogether. They just didn't want the kid, and they ended up in the system in that way. Yeah, I would suggest that you slowly introduce, of course, when they feel comfortable, but slowly introduce therapy. Definitely some cognitive behavioral therapy, and just doing other things that can help, because the strength card is at the bottom. So, you know, this is trying to tame a beast. So this person may grow up and just really, what do they call that? Overcompensate in other areas. Just grow up to be like a tyrant. You know what I mean? So there we have it. That's what's really coming through for you, Cancers. In matters of love, I feel like it can be a Leo or somebody with heavy earth placements, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, that wants to come in and rectify a situation. They're needing to make sense of what went wrong in the loving relationship, right? Why you guys aren't together, why it can't work out. Is there any way that it can be salvaged? Dog. I definitely feel like somebody's in a state of disbelief right now, like they just can't believe that this person gave up. Really, that's with the Ten of Wands. Like somebody gave up and they can't believe it. They thought that you had more in you. But again, if this person kept provoking you in a sense, and trying to push you away, at some point, like, you get tired of trying to always fight, you know what I mean? And things always being hard. Love is really not that hard. So for some of you guys, that's the reason why you gave up. Like, this person was resisting it anyway. And there's no need for you to sit around and try to do or try to prove that you're worthy. You know, if this person doesn't see it, you're not going to waste any more of your time. Like, you won't bother. The Empress is very unbothered. Okay, like, you won't bother with it. And I feel like that shocked somebody. Like, they just couldn't believe that you made the decision to walk away and or move on. You know what I mean? Like, okay, cool, I'm gonna wash it. I'm gonna call it a wash. I can call in somebody else. I can attract better. You know what I mean? And now this person's just like, oh wait, damn, like, okay. And they're wanting to come back. Again, it can be a Leo. And they're wanting to apologize, and sincerely apologize. But there's nothing better than changed behavior. So if you allow for this person to come back in, I feel like you're definitely going to be more watchful of the actions, right? And seeing if they can actually put their money where their mouth is. Is that the saying? But yeah, if they can actually measure up, okay? But I feel like you're going to be treading very lightly. And there's going to be some apprehension because we are stationed retrograde right now. So a lot of people can be coming in just to express an interest, but they don't intend to really follow through on it, okay? And so for some of you guys, you're not going to budge for that reason, because you're worth more than just a good morning text, or more than just a hey beautiful. Like, you know your value, you know who you are, right? Your self-esteem is at an all-time high, or it will be. You'll be tapping into that energy where it's like, you know what, if you can't provide what I need, then you might as well just get on about my face. You know what I mean? So yeah, the price has gone up for a lot of you guys, and you're just going to be watching for these people, because some of them are going to just try to come in to test you. And I feel like a lot of you guys are just not with the shits, okay? Mainly because you're not in the mood. You have other things that are going on right now that are more important. Huge transformations happening. Huge. But again, if you've been holding on to anything, let it go. Let it go fully, because so much is trying to come in. Better is trying to come in, but it can't if you don't hold the vibration for it, right? If you're not an energetic match for it. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. If this reading resonated, give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe if you haven't, and book with me should you need it. But if I don't hear from you in the comment section below, or when you book with me, then just do take care of yourself and your soul until you hear from me again, okay? Ciao.